evening, everybody. I'm Angela and welcome to another season of the ESL India Premiership. We are in the winter season and this event is brought to you by Omen, by HP Zai, by BenQ, HyperX and organized by Nordwind Gaming. Today we have two good games lined up for you all. The first is going to be Clash Royale. We're going to see Tahir going up against Saif. Now Tahir has been part of the ESL India Premiership for quite a while now. He was even part of the exhibition showcase matches that happened in March during the IGS session, and after that he's been playing the ESL India Premiership. He's also taken part in the summer season where he even made his place into the Masters League. After that, heading into the fall season, he had a drop of performance and made himself go down into the Challenger League. But to his good fortune, we had Ruben, who was part of the Masters League, who had to forfeit himself from the tournament because he had to go to the US, because of which we had Tahir come back into the Masters League. So he's sitting over there for quite a while. He even was part of the fall season finale, actually, that happened in Hyderabad just last week, and he had a phenomenal performance over there. Going up against him, we're going to have Saif, who is a newcomer into the Masters League. He has won all his games in the Challenger League, opening the doors for himself into the Masters League. So this could be a pretty interesting matchup between these two. Just to note, Tahir did, of course, defeat somebody who also entered the Masters League in the fall season, and he took up by a very good score. So I'm very interested in how this game is going to go as we head into it with our caster, Manoj Super, and I will see you all right after that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clash Royale. This is day one of the ESL India Premiership, and Angie, thanks for that intro. And magically, you've been transported to right beside me to catch this with me, haven't you?
Yes, and I'm very interested to watch this game. So it's going to be fun, yes. I think.
So yeah, like you said, this is Devilstwin versus Saif. Saif is the guy who went 7-0 in the Master League, didn't he?
He went 7-0 in the Challenger League, yes. Yeah. And this is, I think, his first game in the Masters League, and he's going up against somebody who's a very experienced player as of now. So what do you think? Do you want to take a side before we get into the game?
Well, Tahir has been my co-caster for quite a few events. So since I'm a very biased person, I'm shameless. I don't give a fudge. I'm going to support Tahir.
All right, so I'm going to go with Saif because he's a newbie. He's also going to be considered one of the underdogs, but he's had a phenomenal performance in the Challenger League. And as we get into the game, we do see it's 2 minutes on the clock, and both of them have opened their card decks. We do see 4 for now. Saif is opting to go with the 3 Musketeers. That would be his big play, but Devilstwin, what is he looking at as his highest elixir?
So Devilstwin has this beatdown deck that focuses on the Giant, which is pretty good for now, because we've seen in the Premiership and in the Land Finale so far, if you've played an elixir character, you don't really get to win that often.
That's true, because your opponent knows that you're going to place it down. He has that 6 elixir collector advantage, and he'll always use it to himself. For now, we do see Saif taking down that first tower.
We just made that judgment, and as soon as we said that, he just took down Devilstwin start. I think this is, I don't know, some sort of revenge.
Yes, you could say that. You could say that. And plus, you're pumped up. It's the first game of the day, and you want to showcase whatever you have in stock. The giant pickup, of course, I'm a little questionable over there. Maybe he could have gone with something else, maybe?
And maybe he just wanted
Like
to
a
start with the
Hog
safe.
Rider?
I guess this first game is for Devilstwin to sort of judge where Saif's gameplay is, what kind of decks he uses.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure he didn't have much time to research Saif because he had to concentrate on the other plays for the finale, and it was just last week, right?
Definitely. And this is only the first game. They have to play all the other 7 Master
I
League
guess
players.
Devilstwin is using his experience and everything to sort of test the waters, see what kind of gameplay that Saif is into. Maybe he expected a fast-paced Hawk Cycle deck because that's what this current deck is good against, but that's not the case right now.
We do see the push from Saif coming in very strong. Bandit, I think, going to be touching that tower. No, he's going to have the minions placed down for now. And they're going to start chopping off. It's going to be another tower mostly going in the pair of Saif if Devilstwin doesn't do much about it. But we do see Saif's tower pretty low on HP now. 359 for him, 6 seconds on the clock. And this could be an easy win coming in for Saif.
Yeah, there's literally not enough time for the poison to take effect. So I guess Saif takes game number 1, 1-0 in favor of Saif.
Yeah, but I think Devilstwin, like you said, he's just like getting used to Saif's gameplay. So this first game is just like, let's warm up.
So you're expecting a turnaround. You're expecting a reverse sweep.
Yeah, definitely. I expect that he's going to change his deck, tweak it a little bit to what will be more preferable for him against Saif, and then I think it's going to be easier for him.
I guess we'll have to jump into game 2 to find out. And there we go.
Game 2, 3 minutes on the clock. We see Devilstwin has opted to go for the fireball. Now he's also taken a tower. And he's opted to go for the the knight, and the smiley face. I call that the smiley face because it's just one elixir.
Goblin. Oh, okay, the ice spirit. Okay, so both the players have changed their decks dramatically. Devilstwin is going for a crossbow. Okay, so this is interesting. He has used the crossbow in the LAN finale and didn't really work out for him.
Yeah.
He won one match, but after that it didn't really work out for him. But Saif, on the other hand, he's completely changed his deck, man. He's using his tornado and a rocket, and it's pretty powerful. You see, he puts the crossbow down, he instantly rockets it, and that's it.
I like how Saif was so confident with that rocket. The minute that tower fell down, he just blew it open. He didn't really care what Devilstwin had after that, but he needed to take down that crossbow.
See, it's always a good trade, right? 6 elixir rocket versus crossbow. And if you manage to get 1 or 2 of your enemy's units into the rocket's range, which is pretty easy to do. That's a bonus. That's a huge positive elixir trade.
So this is going to be knight versus knight with the goblin barrel flying into Devilstwin's side. I'm going to fight some more goblins over there. The bow is again dropped down. We see the princess dropping off. We have the smiley face holding Prey's position for now, but boom. Saif holding that defense very strong, but I see Devilstwin is also managing his defense beautifully over here.
True. And for some reason, Devilstwin managed to come up ahead in the elixir battle.
Patience.
Patience, my young Padawan. That's what Devilstwin is saying to Saif. So let's see. So Saif has beaten everybody else in his challenges bracket.
Yes, all 7 games.
All 7 games.
So he's played with all the different kinds of possible decks you can go up against.
And he's won against all of them.
Yes.
Then Devilstwin, on the other hand, he's been a veteran in the scene. We've seen him at IGS. We've seen him in previous Premiership events.
He was even there the fall season.
And he casted them too, so he's been exposed to a lot more Clash Royale matchups than Saif. Who do you think has the experience advantage now?
I would still say Devilstwin. He knows how to deal with any kind of draft. And that's what I believe. I mean, he knows theoretically how to deal with a draft. Right? Even right now, there will be a reason he's on for that crossbow. Maybe we're not seeing it now. But I feel like with this whole... Okay, so now we're in 29 seconds. The elixir count has doubled. They're going to start dropping things even faster. I think this is where everything changes for both of them.
You know, for the past 30 or 40 seconds, Saif has been very excellent at distracting the crossbow, and he saved his rocket for something. I guess for the next crossbow.
There you go. I think the best offense is the best defense. This is definitely how you can put that. The princess, of course, doing a lot of damage from far. They both have opted to go for the 1 elixir, but we see that fireball destroying the princess for now. The knight is going to be fighting another knight. but we do have the Tars who are going to be just dishing out their damage.
So yeah,
This is not going to go anywhere.
yeah, we've entered into overtime. Both the towers are practically at the same amount of health. 1348 on Devilstwin's lowest star and 1733 on Saif's lowest star. Arguably, you could say Saif has a better chance here if he uses the rockets to chip down Devilstwin stars, but he has to save his rockets for the crossbows. It's a long battle of back and forth. I'm not sure either of the towers will go down at this rate.
I think this was what I could just think about this from the last draft to this. They kind of both opted to go for more of a defensive strategy than an offensive. And that is what is leading to this not real power push running towards any of their towers. Like, we don't have a bandit in this deck. So who's going to go and hit those towers? They've all gone for this really little, like, less elixir cards. But slowly but surely, I think one of them will make it.
Oh, look at that. Saif's barrel did manage to get 3 hits off onto the tower. Now it's at 1040. And another rocket coming out from Saif for the crossbow. And boom. So he's been successfully able to distract the crossbow for a while now. Like, the crossbow has not been able to target his star, which is a really, really good thing. But those barrels are being easily countered by Devilstwin's log.
I like what he's doing. Saif has this really cool idea of just logging when they are near the tower. So it is getting that chip damage bit by bit. Also, if he just gets one more good chance on the rocket, he gets a good opening, he could maybe take down the tower. We still have 1 minute on the clock. And as far as I can see, Devilstwin has to like try and buck it up because the rocket definitely does more damage over here.
848 HP versus 979. And we only have a minute left. Do you think we're going to have a victory here, or is this going to be a draw?
I think it all depends on the last minute log placements. Like, this Goblin Barrel is going to fly and then he's going to log it. So that's quite a lot of damage. And he's going to rocket it and finish the round. If he can get one more log in the next 20-30 seconds, it's going to be perfect.
Or the tower's going to go down.
Or the tower's going to go down at all.
I think it's going down.
Yeah, and Devilstwin waiting to see that rocket would go to his tower so he could expo his tower. Wow, that was a very interesting matchup.
So I guess Devilstwin came out on top right now. Like, the crossbow did sustain a lot of damage because for about 2-3 minutes, Devilstwin's crossbow was not able to even touch Saif's tower, but at the end, Saif decided to use a rocket on Devilstwin's tower and did manage to take a huge chunk out of it. But
I think that's where experience comes into play, because you know that if he's going to waste his rocket on your expo, you have that 6 elixir advantage.
You have the log, right? The only other way Saif could have damaged his star was through the barrel. He threw the barrel, yes, but Devilstwin had the log ready.
Yeah, that was very well played by them.
So before we get into the score is what, at 1-1 right now?
Yes, the good start to the winter season.
It's a good start, yeah. So I guess this is as exciting as we could get, but you know who we have to thank for this?
Who? Omen by HP, of course.
And?
Zawi by BenQ. And HyperX.
And who are we?
I've done my homework, and we are Nodwin Gaming.
Yes, we are.
I like the way you did that. But okay, so last game, after seeing both of them play, who do you think is going to take it? Are they going to like add on more cards into this? Maybe get a Musketeer or a Golem or something else?
So I hope...
What about the Mega Knight?
The Mega Knight is not that good. Like, we've seen the Mega Knight in the Premiership, we've seen him in the finale too, but he hasn't been that successful, right?
Yeah.
He's only had, what, a 30 to 40% win rate?
Yeah.
So I'm sure we are going to see the Mega Knight in the future, but not right now, because I don't think our players have found a comfortable metagame to use him in it.
That's true. Also, minions kind of just destroy a Mega Knight.
Yeah, so having said that, let's see if what happens in game 3.
Yes. 3 minutes on the clock. We have Saif, who still decided to keep the Rocket, the Princess, and I think they're going with similar decks again.
Yeah, Saif has decided to stick with the deck that he's been using before. I think he feels that he's made some mistakes, and if he corrects them, he'll be able to win this. But
wow, none of them are playing.
Yeah, this is something that we see quite often. And there was this one matchup in the fall session 2, I guess, the August session, where neither player has played a card for the whole minute. The first card was played.
Are you serious?
At 1 minute 59 seconds, yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Devilstwin has granted your wish. You see the Mega Knight right there.
Yes, and I see Mega Knight and I see a Hog Rider, and that makes me really, really happy. Of course, using that Mega Knight will be a challenge, but I'm hoping that Saif doesn't really know till now or has thought about the Mega Knight being in Devilstwin deck. And if that is the thing, then I think Devilstwin should be taking this game.
So I feel Saif already knows that Devilstwin uses the Mega Knight because I'm sure he's watched the
Definitely.
finale matches, but I don't think he expected it this soon because Devilstwin usually waits until 3 matches are done before he actually. And beautiful tornado from Saif right there, activating his King Tower. That's a move that we often see from Rin.
Yeah, I can never do that.
Really?
My hawk never goes towards the tower. But we do see the ice golem getting dropped off now from Devilstwin with the bats right behind him. Princess getting dropped off by Seth for now, but the fire
Oh, it just murdered the princess. That was
destroy.
yeah. That was a fiery death for such a little girl.
And we again see the hawk coming in with the tornado, taking him again back to the center of it, not going to be able to even reach that tower again. And that's a very beautiful counter to a hog rider.
Now that all three of his stars can fire, the hogs are going to die pretty quickly. And honestly, I feel Saif has the advantage here, but now that we've entered the last minute, double
Yeah.
elixir time, now we're going to see the Mega Knight come out from Devilstwin, and that might just turn the tables.
Definitely. Another hawk gets dropped down now from Tahir, and he is again getting pushed off. But we do see the golems coming in to see goblins coming in to see to it that that hog rider just does no damage. But the Mega Knight getting dropped off now by Devilstwin, he's gonna be hard to take down.
Yeah, honestly, the only instant kill that Saif has is the rocket, and it's a little hard to put the rocket onto the Mega Knight because of those jumps.
Definitely, and he's got to be careful now because the hog is on one side and the Mega Knight is coming from the other side. We also have the Electro Wizard who's doing a little bit more damage, but two princesses get dropped now from Seth's side, and the Mega Knight slowly but surely taking a fall over there. And now it's Devilstwin's turn to defend.
So 10 seconds left. I think Devilstone is in a whole heap of trouble right now because it's only 880 HP. That's 2 rockets, right?
Yeah,
If Saif manages to cycle 2 rockets onto the tower, I think that's it. We can call this particular match for Devilstone. And he tried to get both of the princesses onto the one fire.
that was a good try. That was a good try, but we do see another Goblin Barrel getting placed by Seth. He is waiting for the 6 more elixir and he's got it. He's going to rocket that very soon, and I think you need to do a little bit more damage, right? Another barrel after that?
He does. I think if he gets one more barrel onto it, 3 more hits from a barrel, it's going to put the
Yeah.
tower into rocket range.
So here is getting a little... Okay, so I think this is going to be Seth's victory now with that final rocket placing down, securing the crown for himself. And this was a very surprising game because, I mean,
Yeah, in the beginning, exactly. We thought Devilstone would come back because
Yeah.
of his Mega Knight, but Saif has shown us that he knows how to deal with a variety of cards.
definitely.
So, what do you say we head into what might be the last game of today?
I don't know who's going to take it, and I have no ways to watch it, but I'm really impressed with the way Steph is playing. So I'm going to go on his side and be like, I hope he wins it because he's not really lost a game till now. But if you calculate Challenger League wins also.
Yeah, it would be spectacular if he goes 7-0 in the Masters League as well.
Wow. I think Arpan will be the one who should be concerned.
Two-time champion.
Yes.
And it's fun because so the first summer finale in Mumbai, he defeated Akron, who came out of nowhere. Like he used so many different kinds of decks that we haven't seen in the Premiership at all.
Yeah.
He defeated a lot of, I mean, everybody else except Arpan. He got to the finale, and then Arpan just steamrolled him.
Correct.
And in the second finale in Hyderabad, his Arpan's next trial was against Mrin.
Yes.
Like Mrin, I would say he's the Stone Cold Steve Austin of Indian Clash Royale because he's won so many championships. Everybody knows his name. If you're in the Clash Royale scene, you should know his name.
Yeah, and you do get a little nervous playing against someone.
Exactly.
Like
And even then, although Mrin did take a couple of spectacular matches off Arpan came back. He showed his resolve, he showed his expertise, and he won the finale.
Yes.
Again
for the second time. So
and now
winter
he has
is going to be fun.
Winter is going to be fun. Now Arpan might go up against Saif, the new guy on the block.
Yes, I would be very keen to watch that game now. But heading into maybe the last game, I hope it's not. We're gonna have Devilstwin going up against Seth for maybe the final battle. We see a change of decks coming in.
Okay, so Devilstwin is going for a minor poison deck, which has been really successful, especially in the finale. Like half the games, half is an over-exaggeration, but I would say half the games were won because of chip damage coming from the minor and the poison.
Okay, and we just already see that minor chipping down on Elixir Collector.
Okay, so Saif has switched back to his Three Musketeer deck, which has been proven very effective even against negatively matched decks. Like, even though the Three Musketeer deck is technically supposed to be not good against the decks he was facing, he
Yeah.
still won with them.
And now he also has opted to go for the bandit, so he wants to really see to it that the tower is no issues for him. He's removed the rocket for now, and the golem gets dropped by Tahir now. That is a big one. Is he? I think he could defend this really
Oh
well,
yeah,
though.
definitely. So the Three Musketeer decks are usually really strong against a Golem deck because Three Musketeers do a lot of damage, right?
Correct.
And they do it from a huge range. So if you place them right, you can technically take care of the entire Golem while it's on its way to the tower and still save your Musketeers a lot of health. But that's not the case right now because the Musketeers are going to kill the Golem, but they're going to die themselves to the poison. But look at the damage on the tower. It's now at 568, 515,
That
800.
poor bat is trying to do as much as damage as he can to the tiny golem, and I think that went really well for Devilstwin over there.
Look at that, 250 HP left on Saif Star. And he opts to put down another Elixir
That
character.
is, I don't know what to call that. I don't want to use a very weird word, but that is real naive of him because he knows that this could be very risky. And
Or maybe, just maybe, he has enough balls to sacrifice the tower for a huge push.
maybe.
We are entering double Elixir time, which is when Three Musketeer decks really shine.
And as you say that, 60 seconds on the clock, and we have double elixir counts. We see the musketeers charging towards the Tahir's tower for now, not being able to do too much damage, and we see the flying machine coming in, but we do see a lot of drops. The minions get dropped here, and Saif just charging towards the Tahir's
look at
tower.
that tower is definitely going down. Bats, Bandit, and a Miner. There's no way that tower is surviving. So 35 seconds left. Do you think this is going to be a 3-crown victory?
Yes, I think
it's going to be a 3-crown.
I think there is no. Why would he drop a golem?
I think
He just gave up.
Tahir just gave up.
No, but why would he do that?
I don't know.
It would have been, like even now he's struggling to take down that tower, but I don't think he can hold. That's pretty
There's no
low.
way. 3-0. Oh, sorry. A 3-crown victory for Saif. Congratulations. And Angela, I'm gonna let you head off into the studio.
Yes, I will see you soon.
So congratulations, Saif. You drew first blood. You've got the first victory. You've earned the first crowns of the Premiership's winter season. So I hope this has been very fun for you. And let's see if you're as fortuitous the rest of the season. Huh? Let's see if you can stay in the top position of the leaderboard. And having said that, Tahir, man, just don't get knocked out again. Huh? This is Manoj speaking from the heart. I'd love you as a caster, but I'd love you even more if you're on the other side of the screen. So, having said that, Angie, just take it away back to the studio. Good night.
falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warm. ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. And Clash Royale turning to be very interesting over there, with Saif continuing on his winning spree for now. In the Challenger League, he was undefeated, and now that he's entered the Masters League, he's already taken down Tahir in the best of 5. So this is going to be very interesting as he climbs along slowly into the winter season. Tahir, of course, still got to play a lot of games. There's nothing to worry about. This season has just started and there's lots more in store for them. Coming up after this, we're going to have another match. It's going to be Counter-Strike. So we're going to see y'all really shortly.